Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hull City in Football Manager 2018, and this could be the last episode of the first season. It depends on what happens, but first let's take a look at what have been going on. So since last game, when we got that important win versus QPR, we followed that one up with a good win away versus Burton. But then, okay guys, I was raging about this loss in the previous episode. Take a look at this one. We lost at home versus Wednesday. Take a look at these statistics. So they scored 2 goals. They had 5 shots, 1 on target. So 5 shots, 1 on target, 2 goals. And at the other hand, we had 12 shots, 6 on target. We had more shots on target than they had shots combined, like completely all their shots. Clear-cut chances. We had 2, they had 0. Dominating the possession. Yeah, it was frustrating. And of course we picked up another injury, because that's how we do it in this save. We are the team with injuries. But yeah, very frustrated one. And then another annoying loss away versus Bristol City. This one, they were the better team, so I really can't complain. I believe it was a little bit closer than the result shows, but they deserve it. They were the stronger team. We have been a little bit lucky though, because while we have been playing like complete garbage, you can see we are still topping the table. And the reason for that is that Norwich have been struggling a bit themselves. And as you can see here, during their latest few games, draw, win, loss, draw. And especially this one, they were leading this one in the beginning, and then things turned around. I didn't want a complete match report, I just wanted to show the goals. But yeah, they were in the driver's seat. So when I was looking at the league table during the game, because they were playing at the same time, they had overtaken us. And then the next time I looked, we were back in the lead. And then they only gonna manage to get a draw at home versus Leeds. And they have currently, as you can see, played 1 more game than us. Because they got a draw earlier today, the early kickoff versus Leeds, they only managed to take 1 point. And that means, because we have 2 games left to play, that means if we manage to win today, we win the league. And we are playing at home versus, now let's see, the graphics is bugging. Let's get back to the schedule. Now we can see everything. If we manage to win at home versus Cardiff, we will win the title. And even if it doesn't win, we will be in the driver's seat for the last round. But I believe playing at home is always an advantage, and Cardiff currently 19th place. We are in a really good situation to take 3 points today. And talking about injuries, I was talking about injuries recently about Hernandez. 2 guys have come back from injuries after being out for about a month each. It's Aina is back on the bench now for the first time quite some time, and also Moreno's back from his injury, but he's lacking a lot of match fitness. Just come back like a day or 2 ago, so he's not on the bench. But yeah, we have the chance here. I believe it's time to go passionate. Can we do? Yeah, a win here will secure the title. I expect nothing less. Is that the best option? Let's see what else we can say. Is there anything else? That would be... Let's try. Let's see how it works. We're going to go passionate. We're going to talk about the title. Because, I mean, we've been struggling. We lost 2 games in a row. And of course they don't care. They never care about what I say. But yeah, we've lost 2 games in a row. So we definitely need to get a positive moral boost here to be able to bounce back. And yeah, not the best of team talks. We are playing an attacking formation. We are here to take 3 points. And we are dreaming about the title. It could be very close. But here is actually Cardiff with a throw-in. This is not the way we were wanting things to be going. Come on, guys. Win it back. Pretty please. Come on. Beautiful there by Grosicki. Here's Evandro. Evandro going for Bowen. Bowen getting closer to the box. Can he find somebody? Evandro. And what was up with that? Nobody was close. I mean, it was a good try, but nobody was prepared for it, going for it. Because it could, like, if somebody would have gone for that one, could have been very dangerous, but nope. Rosicki on the left flank, into the box. What will you do? Try and find Rossi! And look at this! Giuseppe Rossi! And this is the reason we signed him as a free transfer after he's been out for like an injury for such a long time. We brought him in the middle of the season as a free transfer, and he has been scoring a few goals since then. He has, and now when all the other strikers are injured, he is starting games. I mean, as you know, his physical attributes are basically none. He's really good at all all the other attributes, but the physical ones, he's like a 3-year-old that can barely stand up. But if he scores goals, makes it all worth it. And what happens here? Kingsley, he's Grosicki, and look at this! Look at this, Grosicki hasn't actually scored that many goals for the season. He scored in the last game, if I'm remembering things right, but that could be a very important goal. Look at the clock, 15 minutes, 2 goals up, and we can smell the title. We can really smell the title. To be honest, and we're not sure, I'm not taking anything for granted here, there's still quite some time left to play, but when I started this save, I didn't expect us to win the league. I expected us to have a good chance of getting promoted, either by playoffs or maybe second place, but I definitely... Oh, another good try. We are dominating things right now. But I didn't expect us to win the title. And we haven't won it yet, but things looks really, really positive right now. But yeah, I thought like for sure we were going to make it into playoff position. I felt very secure for that one. But everything about our playoff position, definitely not anything I've been taking for granted. And yeah, this is really good. The media in the beginning of the season predicted us in 5th place. So we know that we were supposed to be somewhere there around. But we also had that big struggle with injuries. For basically our like 8 best players out with injuries when the season started. And we had some interesting transfers, pretty conservative. And look at this! Here is Rossi once again! Is he going to go for the hat-trick in what probably going to be the last episode of the first season? That would be a sensational ending for the guy that we brought in the middle of the season as a sort of a gamble. Bowen sets up, and actually Bowen has a chance to become the top assist guy in the league. I believe before this game he was in 2nd place, so if he keeps on getting some more assists, he could be competing for that. And talking about top list, Dicko is still the top goal scorer of the league, and with quite some margin, so he will probably win it. And that's kind of sensational. If he wins top goal scorer, since he's based... Oh, it's going to be a penalty! It's going to be a penalty! Oh my god. And it's Rossi! This could be the hat-trick! This could be the hat-trick! Oh! That would be... What a fairy tale if it happens. And it does! It does! It does! It's a hat-trick of Giuseppe Rossi! And that's the hat-trick. Oh my god, this is why we brought him in. And yes, I'm actually dancing here in my chair in front of the computer because I am very, very, very happy right now. Considering the struggles we have had in the last few games, this makes me so happy. So happy. I actually have to stay passionate. Normally in these times, I'm going to tell the guys to keep on focusing and so on, because they usually start slacking like mad if you are too nice to them. But I'm just going to say some positive things. And Rossi, why are you confused? Well, you scored your hat-trick. I'm okay with you being confused. Because I would never have done that in a closer game. Because they usually end up playing like garbage when you give them too much credit. But you never know. Is Kingsley with a throw-in? Evandro? And where is this one heading? Grujic, what will he do? Odubayo, back to Grujic. Into the box. Grosicki, is he going for another one? Well, decent try, decent. But yeah, I never expected us to win the league. Like, I felt... I was certain that we, as I said, we were going to reach a playoff position. I dreamt that maybe we could go for 2nd place, getting promoted ASAP, but I didn't expect us to win it. And this is a sensational feeling. I'm so happy right now. And of course, this means we need to start planning for the 2nd season. And we need to start planning for the Premiership, and that's going to be much tougher. And I'm actually already have started planning for it, because I've been scouting. First off, of course, I've been scouting like every decent player that are about to become free transfers. Of course, as we've been in the Championship, more like all of them have been not interested in joining us. So quite a few of the better one has probably already been snatched up by bigger clubs. But maybe there's going to be 1 or 2 of them that actually don't have a new club after the season is over, and then we might be able to bring in some I mean, not world-class players, but players that are definitely stronger. Oh, that was actually a beautiful goal there for Cardiff. But yeah, hopefully we can bring in some quality, 1 or 2 quality players from that for free. That would be brilliant, because I'm not expecting us to have a huge budget. I'm expecting us to have a very small transfer budget. And then I've been scouting the best players in the clubs in the Premiership that might get relegated, because maybe 1 or 2 of those players will be cheap to sign, and maybe we could get a good deal out of any of these guys. Maybe they are going to have like an release clause that kicks into effect if they get relegated and so on. So maybe we can get 1 or 2 quality players for a good price from any of those clubs. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure. And then, of course, we're going to have to focus on transfer listed players, because we're not going to be able to buy like a big fancy names. They're probably not going to be interested in joining us anyway. So we are bringing in 2 youngsters, beautiful here. Give us some more first team experience. And of course, talking about the youngsters, we have quite a few promising youngsters. And I don't believe many of them is going to be ready for Premiership football for next season. Still, I'm like working on tutoring them, and some of them are loaned out for this season. Probably most of them, the ones that I'm not tutoring, will be loaned out for next season. But then after a season as loaned out, getting more first team experience, hopefully they will be ready to break into our first team for the second season of the Premiership. And that's of course considering we are surviving the Premiership, because I mean it's going to be a tough season if we don't get the right transfers. But yeah, hopefully for the third season, quite a few of our youngsters will be ready for Premiership football. But yeah, I'm very happy. And here's Bowen. He's going to go for a goal or an assist, and he goes for another assist. And that's, of course, the second goal of the evening for Grosicki, and another assist for Bowen. Will Bowen be the top assist guy in the league? He might as well be. And yeah, of course, I have huge expectation for Bowen in the future. He's still very young. He's like 21 or something like that. And definitely some room to improve. Hopefully he can take the next step for the next season, become even better for the Premiership, because he's not like a Premiership level player right now, but hopefully he can become one. Definitely hoping for it. 10 minutes, 5-1. And yeah, let's just dance here. Dance for the last 10 minutes, because we are winning the league. We're getting the start for this save we only can dream about. But yeah, with all those injuries at the start of the season, I never thought us be up here competing for the title. And look at this, look at the other results. Let's see. I mean, we already know that Norwich, they had a draw earlier today. Sunderland, where are you? Maybe they haven't played yet, or they played earlier. I'm not sure. I'm probably blind, because there's so many teams here to look through. But this is fantastic. Definitely going to go passionate. And we talk about winning the title. Well, maybe like that. Now let's exit the game and let's have it confirmed. And I'm actually getting some achievements here. You're up before getting promoted, and screwed spender. I'm not sure what that one is. Maybe I have to look it up. Probably it's just because we need to find out what does the achievement mean, because I feel like it means that I'm a cheap bastard not spending much money, because I didn't. So I'm going to take a look at the achievements here. Sorry if you're not interested in it. I just got so interesting because I don't recognize that name from earlier versions of Football Manager. Maybe I'm just it's for you have gained 90% of the board's confidence in controlling the club's wage bill. So yeah, that was what it is. And that was probably not a new one, because I recognized the text. I just didn't recognize the title. But this is a title I recognize. Hull clinched Sky Bet Championship title. We are the champions. We will be playing in the Premiership next season, which means next episode, I'm not going to make an episode for the last game. We're going to start next episode off just like talking about what happened in the last game. But we won it. We won the title. We have collected the first title of this save. And beautiful Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hopefully we can end it and take another win. I actually got some information, I believe it was after like 1 or 2 games ago, when it said like I had beaten Hull's point record, so we have been doing well. But I mean, at the same time, we lost 11 games. 11 games is a lot. Compare that to Norwich that only lost 7, and Sunderland that lost 10. And look at this, Villa lost 9. So there's like 1, 2, 3 teams below us that lost less games. And then we also have 2 more teams that lost the same amount of games, so definitely room for improvements. It was just that we have very few draws. And look at this, Bowen, highest average rating. He's 2 assists away from being the assist king. Maybe can collect that during the last game. And look at this, Dicko will most likely win the top goal scorer of the league, even though he's been out for like 3+ months of the season. That's crazy. But enough talking. Next episode will be the first episode of the second season. We will see what goes on during the summer, the transfer window, and of course we're going to play our first ever Premiership game. I'm very excited. I hope you're excited. And let's celebrate this episode with getting promoted, with pressing that like button. Would really appreciate it, guys. So give this video a thumbs up and I will be very grateful. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and I'll see you in the next episode.